Welcome, Goodie. Welcome to another Set Good Sunday, where we use tarot to set us up for the coming week, to maybe give us some advice, answer some questions. Just a smudge out the card then before we start. Shuffle, you understand? So let's shuffle up the pack. I'm going to be doing a slightly different reading from last week's new moon reading. I'm going to be doing 3 cards. I'll explain. Alright. Overall energy is the Justice card in reverse. Alright, so let me explain how we're going to do it. So this card is going to be where we are now. This card is where we want to be. And this card will be how we're going, or what we need to do to get there. Alright, so let's turn them over. And we have 4 of Cups is where we are. The Knight of Swords is where we want to be in reverse, and the 5 of Coins is how we get there with the Justice card in reverse. But hold on, let me run the intro. Well, alrighty. So, where we are right now is the 4 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups basically is speaking to wishful thinking. At the moment, there's a lot of us that are kind of getting back into the swing of things. We wish things could be easier, we wish that people could be more ethical, etc, etc, etc. But this is a time, like basically where we're at right now, is to make sure that we're really looking at to what we actually have in our hand. Yeah, we all want that big fancy car or the big house or whatever, but do you have a roof over your head? You know, your partner may not be, I don't know, somebody paying galicious, but they might be paying to you, like make them bang in your eyes, you get me? A lot of people carrying a little extra COVID weight. Remember like what we said last week, go walk with them. And there's other ways to burn it off, do you get what I mean? Work might feel like it's a little bit tight, like it might not be the most fulfilling at the moment. So, but at the same time, it's food on the table, which is, it could be worse, ain't it, bub? So it's kind of looking at where you are now, and even though it may not be perfect, like just kind of trying to just, if you can find the good where you're at, then you can see the good coming. But if you can't find the good where you are now, like then can you see it when it comes, kind of thing, you know what I mean? So it's kind of just honing that skill of looking out for yourself and looking at what you have and seeing the good in it, seeing the benefits, seeing the potential, but not getting too carried away with the airy fairy. Does that make sense? Because things may not be like a bed of roses at the moment, but if there's doo-doo the boat, we can grow roses, you know, like that's the kind of yeah, that's where we're at now. A lot of us are trying to grow roses, and even with your finances now, a lot of people are probably finding themselves a bit skint or a bit behind. I know for a lot of business owners and things like that, unless they were service based, where you know there was no outgoings. Like the last year's been difficult, so you might need to just look and say, well, okay, I may not be able to rent that beautiful kitchen, but I can make sure that my home kitchen is compliant for what it is that I want to do, or and make that work. So that's very that. So where we want to be is a Knight of Swords reversed, and like Knight of Swords reversed, like basically speaks about being on your guard, like just keeping an eye out for people. Like at the moment there's going to be many people out there that is hustling again on the come up, do you know what I mean? So it's not to say that they're necessarily going to thieve something from you. It could be that people steal energy without realizing it. When you're the person that is kind of holding it all together, when things are going wrong for them, they can be coming to you and just trying to siphon off your energy without any real thought as to, well, where do you get your energy from? And even though energy is infinite, as my grandmother used to say, don't give away your derriere to defecate through your ribs. Now figure that one out. You get what I'm saying? If you've got travel coming up, it has a feeling a little bit similar to a retrograde, in that trips may take longer because of delays. Take time when you're sharing information also, like hackers, etc. Like, basically it's about being on your guard, and because it's a bit upside down, it's not even okay, the guard is upright, so it's literally like one's of thoughts. So just make sure that you're kind of staying on your guard. Make sure if you're at work, like watch out for like colleagues that like to just teeth your ideas and that, and don't even give you no credit, because everybody's on that kind of hustle vibe. I think it's speaking to energy that may be about at the moment, like managers that kind of take your ideas and run with them, don't give you no credit while you're struggling. Do you get what I mean? Like there's a lot of that energy around. So just because swords are thoughts, and it's pointing downwards, almost as if it's pointing downwards towards your head. Look out. It's quite interesting that the overall energy, the Justice in reverse, her sword is pointing downwards also. And of all the 4 cards, 3 of them are in reverse. The Cups is upright, the 4 of Cups is upright, so it's just like, I don't know, I'd say earth, air, fire, water, like from all fronts: home, work, children, education or health. They could all become full because everything's kind of pouring in. I guess that's the way to kind of look at it. But watch out for them muckers, because they can be tricky. And like it's a case of where you're watching out for them while making sure that they don't like throw you off your path. Like don't be so stuck on them that you miss out. Like basically you want to get to the point of where you can see them coming, you know what I mean? You can protect yourself, your thoughts can go in, mirroring the Justice in reverse, where you can see them before them see themselves, kind of thing. So where you are, where you want to be. Okay, let's look at how you're going to get there, which is the 5 of Pentacles or coins in reverse. So that can point to a time when you it's like speaking about going from insecure to more secure. Like know what you're capable of, know what you're worthy of, understanding that like you may have felt like, yo, I don't even belong in this circle here, everybody, I don't know, for myself, I don't know about anybody else. If you agree with this, like hit the like button or drop a comment. Sometimes I look and I think everybody else seems to have their ish so well put together, and it feels like Mr. Grimsdale, I'm just tripping over my own foot kind of thing. But how you get to being able to spot a bull crapper is basically getting more secure in yourself, understanding that yeah, I may not be perfect, but I have something to give. Like my thing's alright as well, because it's like just looking at the card, it's like is the center one is a nucleus, and then the 4 points either side, which kind of mimics the Four of Cups. I don't know, I just saw that kind of synergy, and like the fifth element in the middle. So nobody can do you like you. You can't do nobody else like nobody else. So just kind of get that security in yourself. Look out for new opportunities. Don't hesitate. Like, step forward with confidence. You can do this. Like, because here's the thing. It's a good thing sometimes that people don't see us as we see ourselves, because they might think that we're a complete idiot, because for many of us, we're not as confident in ourselves as we like to make out. And there's something about being authentic about ourselves and our good points, not so strong points, that will enable us to be able to spot certain furthermuckers coming a mile off and just going, yeah, alright then, okay, here what, yeah, since you think so you're clever, let's do this, let's have a authenticity off. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, I'd say a move like that. If my voice just got louder, it's because I'm just looking to see whether or not I've got enough battery left on the camera. Alright, boom. So that's that. And then in terms of like, you might feel like you need to just like break free. Like you might feel that you need more from your partner. You might feel more confident to say so. You might want to find somebody like, actually, I do want companionship, I do want to be with somebody, like, make me look, you get what I'm saying? And then for people that's already attached, you may find that there's a deeper connection still, you know, from kind of just that. Confidence is sexy, bruv. Like, let's be very clear. You may not be the most chopped and screwed and in terms of perfect, but that confidence will carry you to places that perfection will never take you, you get me? Because look how many pretty people there are, but that they're bad, and that's lovely that they're beautiful, but it's like, yo, wake me up before you go. You get what I'm saying? Also, in this one, things may be a little bit tight because it's upside down. However, you might find something come true to just ease off the burden a little bit. So again, look out for the opportunities. And then we move to the overall, I'm interested in this one. The overall energy is the Justice card in reverse, and which deals with like karma, cause and effect. What's the word? For every action there's an equal reaction. You know that phrase there? Yeah. So basically, you might have to, it's like Justice in reverse might be something like, okay, somebody that you know or love might have messed up, they might have effed up, and you may have to go and support them. Or it might be you that needs support. You get what I'm saying? Like, I didn't mean to do that, oops. Actually, there's a bill just coming unexpectedly, or I did be a bit stupid and I was speeding and crashed the car, and then now I need to borrow money to deal with the, do you get what I mean? Justice in reverse, that's what it's kind of giving. Basically, also when the Justice card is in reverse, you've got to kind of work out like what's yours and what's mine. Like, don't be buying up the argument, don't be taking on people's stuff as if it's yours personally. By all means, help if you want to, and you can, but don't take it on board if it's not directly yours. Understand that it might be somebody else's stuff, that somebody else's diarrhea may be splashing on you as opposed to you having diarrhea. Like, let's be like, try and keep it somewhat cute. You may be feeling as if there's something going on in your life that is not fair. The example that I use is like, there's some people working for an electric, well, a company, let's just say that, and due to the pandemic and the lockdown and what have you, they used it as an opportunity to tell their staff that they have to reapply for their jobs, but the same job, more responsibility, more duties and what have you, but for less money. Do you see what I mean? That's definitely a Justice in the reverse move. You get what I'm saying? That's like being treated unfairly in the workplace. you can't necessarily change things short term, like, because you're gonna have to, because you know, looking for work is a full-time job in itself. But just to kind of understand that, you know what, don't cut off your nose to spite your face, don't get all gassed up and mad. But sometimes it's about, don't get mad, get even, start to understand, start to formulate a plan, start to look at the balance and see what's really good. What can you do to fix things a little bit, because justice is justice, whether upright or reversed, you get what I'm saying? And it's the sword, and the sword of justice with the scales. So it's like the swords in the tarot represent thoughts and air signs, so Aquarius, Gemini and Libra. That's the third one, isn't it? Yeah. So it's like, understand like what's going on, but swords represent thoughts, so it's about kind of, justice is about people, you know, you think about going to a court and that, you weigh stuff up, you look at the evidence plus motive plus is it opportunity and you know what I mean, like, and you know, you have to make a determination, like, is this what we really think it is? Can it be changed? Can we do something different? And remember, I believe it was this fella here said, look for the opportunities, so let's do that. So that's basically the end of the reading. Where you are right now, where you want to be. So where you are right now, where you want to be, spotting the 5 markers coming down the road, what you need to do to get there, and your overall energy. Thanks for listening. Good as, set good. Peace.